Welcome everyone. So today I'm doing a tarot reading for the sign of Taurus. As usual, the cards are pre-shuffled, so you guys don't have to wait on that. And we're basically ready to go here on your reading. Now, I do have positions laid out, and I'll sort of explain those as I go. Now, I don't look at the cards before I start because I also want to be surprised. So let's go ahead and take a look together. So I have here, in the recent past, that is the position I'm looking at, is the tarot card of the Death card with the Oracle card of Scorpio. Ouch. This is kind of like a change that's almost like been painful. A painful change. Either it's been forced upon you or it's just been painful it's been a painful process, essentially. Let's pull more cards. Death is usually slow. It's usually talking about like long-term changes, but like profound changes in ourselves. Okay, that's what we're talking about here, but it's not like sudden really with the Death card. It's been an ongoing long-term change. In this case, I think this stretches beyond the recent past, which is what I'm looking at. And this is just talking about like a long-term transmutation, but it's been like a painful process for some reason here. Anyway, so the card that came out here as the clarifier card is the number 0. So the number 0 is basically random events, essentially, like happenstance. Now, I think that this, in this case, is more like changes that that were prompted upon you, like were happened sort of randomly. So like random things happened that prompted these changes, and it wasn't fun, but they happened, they are happening, and they may even still be continuing to happen. Now, when I say changes, I mean like changes to just your perception of life, like the way you see things, okay? I really think it's more you than your surroundings. Death can be your surroundings too, but I'm really feeling more that it's you with the Scorpio card. I feel like it's personal. It's like an internal change here. On the top, I still want to get a little bit more information, actually. So on the top, I have the Mouth, the Cup, and the Tower. So this is the Wizard's Tower. It's a good card in the Oracle deck. So this is all, I'm just getting a little bit more information on this painful change in the recent past or even ongoing. But part of it has to do with speaking up for what truly fills your heart. Like literally, the Cup is what's in your heart. The Tower is kind of knowing what you enjoy, what brings you fulfillment, essentially, what makes you fulfilled, okay? You know what makes you fulfilled, and I feel like it's been hard to speak on it. And that's where the Scorpio card comes in. That's where the painful aspect comes in with regards to like these profound changes. All right, I don't want to dwell in the past, so I'm gonna go ahead and just move on into the present. So let's look, since this has been it seems an emotional process, I want to look at your emotions specifically in the present. So this is called the position of the heart. That's my pet name for it. All right, so I have the 4 of Pentacles with the Oracle card of Neptune. Okay. You know, it's kind of like we're clinging. I'm feeling like we're clinging to Fluff. It's like what's in our hearts, like amidst all of these changes, we're kind of clinging to whatever we can, like to memories, to scraps. Neptune is almost like nothing. Like we don't have anything substantial to cling to, but we're clinging onto it anyway. I feel like it's just it's a hard change. We're having like a hard time integrating whatever these changes are that have been sort of thrust upon us. Let me pull cards on this. Neptune's a very weird card for this position. It's like it's almost like not knowing why, but wanting to keep things the way they are for no reason. not even for really no reason, just because we don't know any other way, because we're confused maybe with Neptune. Give me another card here for the position of the heart for my Tauruses. Okay. This card did flip over. So this is a volcano, but it's flipped over. So it's interesting because the volcano is all about like the release of stress. In this case, flipped over, I feel like it's pent up stress. I feel like it's like it's been a stressful situation, but it's not over, and it's still pent up. It's still pent up. There is still something stressful that is ongoing, but we're either trying to ignore it, trying to gloss over it, or trying to do whatever we can to hold on to this ephemeral past. And meanwhile, I feel like some sort of tension is building with the volcano upside down. On the bottom, the king taking charge. It's like this is not taking charge. This is like clinging to, like wanting to just something to stay the same for no reason. This isn't really taking charge of your own direction. It's almost just like stagnancy a little bit here. I'm feeling stagnancy. Like either we're feeling like we're stagnant, or there's just emotional stagnancy where we don't have anywhere to go. I think it might be time to take charge. There's something pent up here. Let's keep going. So I'm going to move on to the position of the hand. This tells me what you guys are doing, how you're actively dealing with circumstances, people, and events. So I have the Five of Pentacles in reverse with the Oracle card of the nut or the acorn, whatever that is. Okay. It's like almost like we're not giving people a chance. We're not willing to give anything a chance, or something in particular a chance. It's like we're not even gonna look at that. We're not even gonna try that one time. I'm not even gonna have a taste of that ever. I don't care. You know, that's what this is. Like, I'm not gonna put any kind of initial investment into something, whatever that is. Now, I think that something might be what is being called back here in terms of changes. We might be actually being called to change the way we look at something and try something that we wouldn't normally look at in that way, that because we're changing our perspective, and maybe we're supposed to try something new, but I don't think we are. I think this is like part of this resistance that is in this position in the heart space. It's like we just want to cling to what there is, but it's almost like there's like nothing. All right, let's keep going. Or actually, you know what? I'm going to pull a clarifier card for this, because this is... Do I need to? I don't need to. I am going to keep going. So I'm going to look next at the position of the head. This is the last position in the present before I actually look to see how this is going to pan out, or what else is going to happen in the near future. So let's take a look here. This does describe the thoughts that you have in the moment, your strategies, and kind of like how you're perceiving this whole situation on a mental level. So I have here the Ace of Pentacles with the Oracle card of the City. That is very, very interesting. It just feels like this is a new, like a new, almost like if you were moving into a new city, like a new social, what do you call this, entry into like a social sphere. Okay, and it could be that is part of, well, what we're not doing. We're thinking about it here, entering into this like new social circle, new social dynamic, that maybe is part of this change, remember, but we're not doing it. We're not willing to give it a try. We're not really even willing to dip our feet into it. Okay. Let me pull a card on the City with the Ace of Pentacles. Tell me more about the City with the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. The book with the wall upside down. Oh, sorry, the book upside down with the wall right side up. Okay. So again, describing your thoughts. You're thinking about, well, this like new social encounter, this new social circle. It's like something you don't know a lot about. The book upside down, and that's why you're holding off. You just don't know enough about it, and that's also part of the reason why you're not really willing to give it a shot yet. All right, let's keep going. Let's look at the future. What's going to happen? What are you going to do? This will potentially suggest that either. Let's see. So I have the that's the King of Pentacles with the House. So it seems like in the upcoming future, you're kind of sitting on your haunches, sitting at home, really like indulging in like the finance, your stuff, your money, being at home. That's what I'm getting here, honestly. Tell me more about the King of Pentacles with the House. This does not seem like it is the same as this. It doesn't seem like we're really following through with what's going on in our minds here. We're going to continue to stick to what we've always done and not really act on these profound changes that maybe have gone on internally. And that's what I think this is really sort of suggesting, is like these big changes that have been painful, they have been internal changes. And we haven't really made them any external effort at all. This is what this whole thing is suggesting, okay? But the internal changes are there, and they are, I feel, causing that building of stress in our heart, the volcano reversed that I looked at earlier. Let me pull another clarifier just to look at the House with the King here. What you guys, seems like you guys are just sitting at home. Honestly, what is this? It's so boring. Tell me what the King of Pentacles with the House. Maybe could be working from home, actually, the King of Pentacles. Could be working. Tell me what the King of Pentacles with the House. Tell me what the King of Pentacles with the House. Tell me what the King of Pentacles with the House. The 7. Ooh, I don't like it. The 7 speaks of like, it's bad karma, so could be that we're like extra lazy, or we're doing things that maybe we're just wantonly spending money, you know? The 7 is, it's almost like what's missing, that tension, that stress, whatever's missing in our heart, it comes out as like shopping therapy. That's what I'm getting here, is like those things that are missing from your heart that you've been called to act on, those changes that are really just inside, but you haven't acted on, they're gonna come out as shopping therapy because they aren't being acted upon. On the bottom, Mars, the King, the Rope, and the Queen. Whoa. Okay, okay, so yeah, there's an ego issue here, okay? If this is you guys, maybe you guys got a big ego, because the King with Mars here is kind of like a big ego. And it's also showing up as maybe there's a queen involved as part of this. Almost seems separate. Maybe you're dealing with the queen also here as part of this entire situation somehow. There is a person. Now, when I say a queen, I don't mean a woman, but it could be a woman. What I mean is someone who has an expectation of you. That's what I mean by these two cards. So that's what's coming up. I'm seeing shopping therapy. And then amidst all of this, there is something here about watching your ego and then dealing with this person that has expectations of you. This is all, it's kind of all bundled together here. Let's pull advice for you guys and see if we can simplify the message and see if we can, have something a little bit more straightforward that you guys can utilize as a strategy for the week, a couple of weeks. Can I have advice for my Tauruses? What should my Tauruses be focused on doing? What should my Tauruses be aware of or paying attention to? Tell me about advice for my Tauruses. Seven of Pentacles with the Page of Wands. So, I guess you have to dedicate some portion of yourself to that thing that has been called upon. The change, whatever it is inside that changed in the past, that is now being called to be acted upon, you have to address it in some small way. You have to address it, even if it's like little by little. That'll help sort of relieve the tension and the stress, and not have it maybe manifest as like that shopping therapy situation I was telling you about, which can lead to its own problems, especially if you have a queen with an expectation. Maybe you shouldn't be spending that much money, whatever. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. Let's pull an oracle card. Anything else to my Tauruses? Okay. Interesting. Aquarius. Aquarius. So, I really think this is addressing the Death card from before, which is, again, the profound changes that you felt internally. Aquarius. Those profound changes have kind of like, they've put you at a divide with other people. So like Aquarius has to do with social groups. Those profound changes have to do with where you fit in, literally. And you have to, and again, you should baby step into trying out somehow, even if it's like somehow in the privacy of your own home, you gotta just take baby steps into trying out the situation. With Aquarius, it also involves like a new social group, a new social dynamic, a new group of people, or like a niche group, And that's it. That's it. As I was just shuffling, Aries, follow your passion, man. Follow your passion. And I think that is probably better than your strategy that I saw before of clinging to these, like, I don't know, ephemera, It's like nothing. It's like fluff. What are you clinging to? I don't even know. All right, that's going to be your reading, Tauruses. I hope it resonated for you, and I hope you guys got something out of this. Thank you guys so much for showing an interest in my videos. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. Take care.